Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Wendy De Rosa. I am the founder of the School of Intuitive Studies, an intuitive energy healer, also the author of my fourth book, Becoming an Empowered Empath: How to Clear Energy, Set Boundaries, and Embody Your Intuition. It is on Amazon and other online retailers. You can purchase your copy. This video is on a concept that I talk about all the time in my podcast interviews, which is that the energetic anatomy should have been taught at schools. And here's what I want to say about this is that we have in the interior of our body, we have an energetic system. It is comprised of our chakras. It is comprised of meridians, including a powerful central channel. We have a grounding cord. We have an auric field around the outside of our body. And all this information that I'm saying has been deemed as metaphysical, out there, woo-woo, and not valid. And we've been taught all the other systems in school: the circulatory, the nervous system, the respiratory, et cetera, et cetera. The energetic system underlays all those systems. It underlays the nervous system. And what happens with the energetic system is that it carries imprinting, energetic, emotional imprinting that we might have on a soul level carried into our human experience, meaning we carried into this lifetime. That information that we carry in on a soul level might have come from a past life or several. It might have come intergenerationally through the generational line. It also might be life experiences we have in this life that impact us to a level, to a soul level. And also, we carry powerful, beautiful, incredible gifts in through our energetic system and our energetic anatomy. We carry our power. And this information, whatever we might be carrying, even more on a wounded level in our energy body, imprints upon the nervous system. And so we'll have nervous system responses based on what we might be carrying energetically in the body. Why this is important for empaths is because empaths feel energy, and empaths have this experience where they will, what's common is they might say, I'm an empath, therefore I take on the energy of others. But that's not actually, that doesn't have to be happening. The empath doesn't have to be absorbing the energy. That's called overly empathic. The empath feels the energy, but there's a reason why the overly empathic experience is happening. And part of it has to do with our energetic system and our body, not other people. It has to do with our system. So first of all, we have an auric field, and overly empathic means that the energy has crossed over that auric field and is now in our system. And what I talk about in my book is why that's happening. What is happening in our interior and in our energy body and in our auric field that's making that pattern happen, making us susceptible to the absorption. So what's also important to know is that boundaries for empaths and strengthening our ability to be embodied and have clear boundaries comes from our presence in our lower chakras and our radiance. And that radiance is from the central channel of our body. And that central channel comes down through the lower chakras, which are more dense in that they carry a lot of history, a lot of unprocessed history that we've been holding through our lives. And so for empaths, when we have no idea about chakras, we have no idea we have this central channel in our body, we might be not necessarily connected to ourselves. We might be not necessarily feeling our own body and perhaps merging energetically and not knowing the difference between our energy and someone else's energy. The energetic anatomy gives us an anchor, and it gives us profound information about what we are holding in our system that is causing us to be more susceptible in our body. And what's important to know is that the root chakra area of our body, which is at the base of our spine, is a primary power center for how much conditioning we marinated in as a child, and that we are reliving in this life. And for empaths, that means that we might at some point, somewhere in early on, have lived in the environment or in the awareness that it's just absolutely not safe for me to be me. It's absolutely not safe for me to be grounded in my body, connected to my body, safe in my space, and safe with who I am. Well, what that translates as on an energetic level in the body is a root chakra contraction at the base of the spine. Literally, the root chakra closes down when safety is compromised. And so when it does that, there's no grounding force. There's no connection deep into the earth to provide a sense of safety and bonding and connection and settling into our bodies. So our spirit elevates higher in our body, disconnects from our lower body, and the second chakra is the empathic power center in the body. It's in the pelvis. It relates to our feminine energy, no matter your gender. It is about our creativity, our sensuality, our ability to feel our emotions. It's the sweetness, the subtle, the vulnerability. It's being able to stop and smell the flowers. It's that a power that allows us to be able to feel what's beneath the table. That is the empathic power of the body. But if the root chakra is contracted, the second chakra opens up and is looking for safety. And one of the ways it does that, it's basically doing the job of the root chakra. One of the ways it does that is that it starts to pay attention to what everybody else is doing around me so that I know how to stay safe in my own body. And what that also means is that my sense of safety and survival depends on me being uh, overly sensitive, overly responsible, a peacekeeper, someone who is over caretaking other people's energy and making sure other people are okay at the expense of our okayness. And we also call this hypervigilance. So essentially, root chakra contracts, second chakra opens, and we move into hypervigilance. And our lower body is attuned to tracking energy and checking out where everyone is and what's going on and mothering them and caretaking them and over caretaking them and not connected to ourselves in this area of the body. And so that pattern repeats itself over and over and over again in life with energy, even though the adult empath does not want to be doing that. I do not want to be taking on other people's energy. I do not want to be, you know, over absorbing other people's energy. But we have so much conditioning in the lower chakras of the body that when we are adults, we need to go back and heal. And we actually, I mean, we could shame and blame our history, but the truth is, it formed according to our survival and what we needed and how we needed to bond in our family of origin, how we needed to bond to the systems that we were raised in, whether it's school, for some it's religion, for some, for some it's cultural systems. Whatever those systems are, our lower body formed accordingly. As adults, we have the power to choose. We have the power to shift that energy in our body. And so the empathic experience that people are having is an invitation to go in deeper beneath the mind and concepts about, boundaries. It's actually going into your energy body and recognizing there is energy that needs to clear here so I can seat my soul more deeply in who I am and expand. And that's where boundaries come from. That's where it comes from, our presence, our embodied presence. That's how we hold ourselves and our emotions. That's how we hold space for others in having their emotions without taking them on, by staying in our body, by staying grounded in who we are. And we have to clear energy sometimes to get there. So I'm introducing some concepts. My book, Becoming an Empowered Empath, is where I go deeper into this, and to tell you that it's not just a book in terms of reading the material. There are also guided meditations that take you into the deeper energy clearing that we need to be doing in our system, in my humble opinion. But it'll take you through the guided meditation. So it's an opportunity for you to receive deep healing as you're reading through the book, and maybe you'll have some ahas and awarenesses that support you through the book, Becoming an Empowered Empath. I hope this helps. Maybe one day we'll be teaching the energetic anatomy in schools so that we have a deeper understanding of our soul integrated into our human experience. Maybe one day we'll get there. We'll just keep doing it, keep doing the work. We keep putting ourselves out there. I know many of you are out there doing that deep work and shining your light too. So we'll do it together. Many blessings, and I look forward to connecting soon.